My name's Marko Bey, Executive Director of Lomakatsi Restoration Project, based here in Ashland. Been a resident of Ashland for 30 years, and I got here by driving a car. Lomakatsi was founded in 1995. We're a nonprofit organization. We're based in Ashland, Oregon. We work throughout Oregon and Northern California. Our mission is to restore ecosystems and the sustainability of communities, cultures, and economies. Lomakatsi was founded on the philosophy and the belief of the three-legged stool: ecology, economy, and community. So the social, ecological, and economic. The three are inseparable. It was founded on the vision to take care of the land, take care of the forests and the watersheds, but also provide an economic base for rural communities in natural resource management and the utilization of forest products in a sustainable and ecological fashion. We focused that effort on through rolling out 10 programs focused on education and job development and then restoration activities. There was a time period in the 70s all the way through the 90s we called the Timber Wars, when there was a lot of contention, division, polarization in our rural communities, from logging, timber community, environmentalists. So Lomakatsi was formed really out of the ashes of the timber economy crashing, essentially, having a major impact from a boom and bust of the large tree economy and the concern about the degradation of those ecosystems. We found a middle road and a bridge to bridge both those elements of ecology and economy. We didn't totally know what we were doing when we started. We're still learning, but the goal was to revitalize the land, restore the impacts, care for our salmon runs, care for our upland habitats, while also providing products from ecological forestry. So benefiting those communities, infusing dollars into those communities. So a combination of those aspects is the vision of why we started. We don't bid on projects, we develop initiatives. We establish these long-term agreements with federal and state agencies, Native American tribes, and those long-term agreements are the engine for us to build capacity incrementally over time toward that restoration economy. So the community's benefited through job creation. We have our own in-house workforce of 85 employees, but then we infuse dollars into those communities and hire several hundred operators from the timber community to aquatic restoration contractors to forestry outfits. So we serve as that conduit to build these initiatives and employ folks. And we also protect the watersheds. We protect the communities from high severity fire. So we're protecting community infrastructure from the ecological thinning we do and the fuel hazard reduction work we do. We're protecting resources that people depend on as part of the economic engine of our region. And then we work closely with school districts, educational institutions to promote natural resource careers. So a pathway to jobs, engage thousands of students from K through 12 to college age students, and facilitate workforce training programs. The focus is on restoring habitat, and a lot of our work is to reduce fire severity. A lot of our forests have departed from their natural assemblage, natural fire regimes. So by reducing the fuel load of the last 100 years, we're also restoring the habitat. It's a multi-layered approach. Maybe several actions will benefit multiple species, flora and fauna within an ecosystem while protecting the community. Everything from thinning, ecologically based thinning with chainsaws, removal of trees in a very careful manner with helicopters, to putting large logs in streams to benefit salmon habitat. And we're leaning on the experts. Now we're transitioning that into a restoration economy where they can use those great skill sets and do things in an ecological fashion. You know, the word conservation has a lot of flavors to it. We all know at this stage the driver is ecology, and then the byproduct of taking care of the land is economy. We don't go into a forest ecosystem to log it. And in forestry, the byproduct of that ecological restoration is some of these products that we can send to the mill that can be utilized. And that's where the bridge can be joined and the middle road can be facilitated, where we work with the industry and timber and the job side of things, and then working with our conservation partners from the environmental community, who also understand that these ecosystems are departed, and one of the best ways to protect habitat for threatened and endangered species is to carefully steward the forest in a way that will benefit not only the species, the water, the diversity of plants. It's been a couple decades of seaming that rift together, of that polarization. I'm not saying we're totally out of the woods yet. We're still in the woods, but a lot of movement has been facilitated, forward momentum to healing those rifts in the communities and healing the land. If you let nature take over, that's a hard term because we are part of nature. If we don't care for the natural systems, they're going to be impacted. We have a role, a positive role to play in caring for the natural systems. So there's a fine medium there where we don't have to clear cut. We can do sustainable, ecologically based management. Coming to a place that we've worked in for years, seeing that ecosystem vibrant, alive, and thriving, that habitat improved, and seeing the hands that touch the land. The health of the land and the health of the people are inseparable. The land and the people are one. All the outputs of our work, that's the end result of our mission: restore ecosystems, sustain communities.